Explaining BTD Iceberg. Credits to Ren. He made this, but it's kinda stupid. What is Hen Nosh doing here? Is she a hacker? Is she a predator? So I made a remake, but credits to Ren for this idea. Anyways, I will explain this iceberg, starting off from the top. On the first section, we got the overhaul update. This update balanced every tower in the game, and players were really happy about this, and it was really worth the wait. It changed many things and revamped a lot of things. It's a decent update in my opinion, making more things easier and cooler. And then we got sandbox mode. It's cool, but back in the day it cost so much. And it's not even worth it. But at least it got changes and it's free. Thank goodness. Sandbox is a really cool feature to have fun and do random things. And there is no limit to stop you. On the next section we got hard mode. It used to be extremely hard. It's not about these enemies but these annoying flying enemies. And then we got Winter Event 2022. It is such a good event. And the tower is my favorite tower personally. It's a decent tower and for an event this easy. And then we got the perks. They removed the buff skins. Now the frost skins are worthless. Well, we got better perks at least. Except for the fact that there's only some towers with perks, unlike the previous where we used buff skins. If Flame added buff skins combined with perks, it's gonna be dope. Now we need to go deeper. Halloween Event 2021 is a really good event. In my opinion, it's the best event. The fact that you can't solo this event makes it good, so you will not be lonely. I wonder why they even make solo mode as option when it's not possible. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, if you stay at the lobby all alone, hearing the music, it's gotta be so scary. Just like Hidden Wave when it first came out. Right now it's not really hidden, but back in the day people are terrified of this. But now it feels boring. Well, time flies really fast, doesn't it? Off to the next section. Speaker is a really wanted tower by players. Unlike towers like Alchemist or Igloo, Speaker is the most wanted tower even though it's the worst tower. It was first released to the public back in 2021. When the game reached 1 million visits. Many people hated this tower for having no use. A year after, the tower was released again to the public on January 6, 2022. The reason for this is because BTD reached its first anniversary. Many people were mad about this since the Speaker is no longer the rarest tower in the game. If I have to predict, it's probably going to be released again on its 10th anniversary. And then we got the dark enemies. We can take mages for example. One heals people. One hurts people. Is BTD racist?
Guys, check Noma Rose, Black People Rose. And of course they hurt.
I mean, the game is comparing dark-skinned enemies with light-skinned enemies. This was probably not intended. And next we got SCP. He is known to be the best player in the game and being the top in leaderboard. But he's also greedy. He really wants to be in the leaderboard. And rumors about him are true. He doesn't have a life and never touches grass. I mean, you can see him playing BTD every day. And if you're lucky enough, you might find him in game. Now let's go to the April Fool's update. This may be the best update. It makes every enemies look stupid. Miner can heal the base HP. This was so overpowered. You can survive up to wave 9 in normal mode without any defend towers. This is a huge opportunity to just bring expensive towers. You don't even have to worry about the base health going down. I really want this update back. On the 5th section, we got Belcher and Lead Boss. These enemies are mysterious, especially Pebble. Nobody knows when these towers will be added fully to the game. It's only staying in sandbox mode without a known reason. Some has waited days for this enemies. This is more mysterious than Hidden Wave. My prediction is that it's going to be added when the game has a new game mode. Well, it's just a theory. Next up we got stacking. We got two types of stacking. Ability and placement. Ability stacking wasn't really useful unless for long Fire or 8 tower. It stacks up Fire or 8 boost until you reach 100%. Not many people knew about this bug, but those who are from the old generation would want this bug back. And the most famous bug hack, placement stacking. This bug gives more space, especially on the best spot of a map. It's better than you think. But the downside is that it gets stunned easily. But the least is that we have more space. I was one of the first people to discover this bug in the game. I did spread it, and as more people know it, this eventually spread to Flame, which made this bug patched. It's still here, but without skills, you most likely can't do it. And now PvP towers. PvP is the most broken game mode in the game. In 2021, towers would break at any moment. Towers would not shoot and rather stare at a blank spot instead of shooting. This eventually causes fatal loss, but if you are lucky you would win the game. Although it may be fixed, towers are still a bit broken. We can take Cyborg as an obvious example. It doesn't has hidden detection in survival, but it's the opposite for PvP. We can see that a level 1 Cyborg already has hidden detection. And there is not any towers that grants hidden detection support. Many people assume this is a bug, or even a feature, for some reason. The free Juggernaut bug occurred in 2021 when Flame coded something wrong. Many people got a Juggernaut for free, making this bug very dangerous. People have mixed opinions about this. Many people claim that this bug saves money and time. But people who had to work hard for this were not happy and jealous about this. Flame were giving away Juggernauts for free to tens of people out there. Obviously this update weren't intended. What are your thoughts about this bug? Is it a good bug to make life easier, or a bug that ruins happiness and makes life unfair? Comment down below. And now hard mode hidden wave. Nobody knew that hard mode also has hidden waves. Until people began to be curious and started searching. And a group of people actually tried this and won. Props to them. If solo hard mode is possible, imagine solo hard mode hidden wave. Maybe the next generation will take over. And then the bug we all didn't know but love. I was the first person to discover this bug back in 2021. You see, just like Tower Defense Simulator, moving entities used to lag movements.
Guys, so I'm gonna do 3 Fallen Kings, right? And then I'm gonna spawn in just a bunch of Jeeps, dude. Just a poop ton of Jeeps. And you guys see how it's slower? And we go over here to the Fallen King. They are extremely slow. We can make that process go even better by spamming even more Jeeps. And then it becomes increasingly slow to the point where it is basically a standstill. These are barely moving, yet they're fast. And this guy over here, it's pretty much going to be stuck in place, and this is how players...
This bug would help to do world records. The more entities are spawned, the more laggy it gets. If I have to predict, a flash this fast would take over 7 minutes to finish Grasslands. But as always, there's a downside. Bosses like Void Titan are somehow not affected. And due to the lag penis, firepower of towers are reduced, and Void Titan will push through, making you lose at the final wave. It looks so odd when Void Titan is just faster than enemies smaller than it. I will make a video about this. And the last one. The December 2022 update. This update is not about an incident that happened. It's about the update being so bad. How bad is the update? Flame wanted to make an overhaul update by balancing the towers. By doing this, towers are much more expensive. It's most likely hard to defend since everything is expensive. You would probably die of inflation. Many people hated this update. There are beggars, Karens, haters, everything. All targeting Flame. Flame had no choice but to revert the game to normal. That's a big waste of time. Could have used that time for something better. From there on, Flame learned his lesson and tried to balance towers by making it a bit powerful so that people wouldn't complain. On that update, nobody has ever beaten any mode. People are doing researches on how to beat the game. They've tried every strat. Nothing was possible. Well, this update was reverted. This update only lasted a day, claiming the worst update in history. If you wanted to see every tower changes, you can watch Harko's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video.